I think it's the wireless. Not getting enough oomph.
Yeah, try checking from my phone just to see, but I don't know if it's worth it.
We are getting audio. Good afternoon and welcome live on YourErie.com, powered by Jet TV and Fox 66, for this afternoon's live internet telecast as Governor Tom Corbett addresses an invitation group at the Manufacturers Association of Erie, Pennsylvania. Governor Corbett will be speaking here sometime in the next 30 to 40 minutes. We don't have an exact time for sure, but when the governor does arrive and begins to address the crowd, we to be aware of. Governor Corbett began his career as an assistant district attorney in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania in 1976. He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but in 76 he joined the U.S. Department of Justice as an assistant U.S. attorney for the Western District of Pennsylvania, serving from 1980 to 83. Upon entering private practice in 1988, Corbett was first elected to public office as a commissioner for the Pittsburgh suburb of Shaler Township, before serving as United States Attorney for Western Pennsylvania from 89 to 1993 under the George H.W. Bush administration. In 1995, after a resignation of Ernie Priate, Corbett was appointed to fill the remainder of Priate's term as Attorney General of Pennsylvania until 1997. Corbett has re-entered private practice after that point, worked as general private counsel for Waste Management Incorporated before being elected Attorney General of Pennsylvania in 2004. Corbett was then elected to a second term in 2008, serving a total of 2 non-consecutive tenures as Attorney General from 1995 to 1997 and 2005 to 2011. Tom Corbett was elected as the 46th governor of the state of Pennsylvania, serving after Governor Ed Rendell. Rendell, you will note, served after Erie's own Tom Ridge, who served before becoming the Secretary of Homeland Security out of the Erie area. Corbett declared his candidacy for governor in March of 2009. He defeated State Representative Sam Rohr in the Republican primary and defeated Democratic nominee Allegheny County Executive Dan Honorato with 54% of the vote in the general election. Since that time, Tom Corbett has been the governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania I'm sure he will address many different issues today. One of them sure to be education. The others, the things that matter to northwestern Pennsylvania. In recent months, Governor Corbett has been known for the work he has done with bringing money to the Niagara in the tune of, I believe, roughly $4 million to have the Niagara renovated, understanding what a treasure this is, not just for Erie, Pennsylvania, but the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and truly showcasing the Niagara on the waterfront of Lake Erie. Governor Corbett also known in helping with the revitalization of the Bayfront, in particular the adding of a second hotel down on the bay, securing funding that will help put up another hotel adjacent to the waterfront on the bay. So Governor Corbett, in the recent years, during his tenure as governor of the state of Pennsylvania, has made an effort to showcase the fact that Erie, Pennsylvania matters. Currently in the polls, he is trailing his opponent, Mr. Tom Wolf. A lot of different issues pending the state. Governor Corbett was big in trying to privatize the lottery and the use of the lottery system, along with the State Liquor Control Board and the state store system, to turn it over to private funding, believing that it would help provide as much as $800 million that would go to education. Of course, a lot of these matters still stalling at the legislative level. It's no secret that Governor Corbett has had trouble working with the House at in Harrisburg, and there have been tough times. He also has been against Obamacare. So a lot of different issues on the table. We're sure to hear on many of them from Governor Tom Corbett as he will address the Manufacturers Association here in sometime in the next 30 minutes. So the luncheon is underway. Feel free to jump back in on YourErie.com, again powered by Jet TV and Fox 66, and of course you can tune into Action via stream as well. So great opportunity for the community to be able to hear from the candidates as that decision becomes ever so popular and a decision that voters need to make. We're all facing tough times, and who we have leading our state certainly critical for the way we move forward in the future. But again, coming up, you see on your screen the legislative luncheon featuring Tom Corbett, the 46th governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I'm Mike Gallagher. I'll be back on with you in just a few minutes.
Can I get your water? To get water.
Right now.
Pretty interesting luncheon. No. Get anything better than that. How's it going?
Oh, good. What's the latest for you?
Crazy life. What do you have? One of you guys.
So you are going to be...
It looks like we'll have him live, yeah. Tell me we'll bring him down. 13th, Wednesday night. You working on it?
No.
My son's in a movie. Debuts that night.
Oh, really?
His mother's well enough. We're going to bring her. And all of his buddies are doing tuxedos. I'm going to hire someone else.
What's the movie?
Let's Be Cops. He's actually been invited to the premiere in Hollywood.
Okay. When it's going to show up at Wednesday?
Sure don't want to eat with us?
I just ate.
This is our next guy, Jack Henry, one of the best. Lots of luck. Get us going in the right direction. Gotta have options. MBA.com, which is the planner edition. You're gonna see her name all the time
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to welcome you on behalf of our President, Ralph Montillo, our Board of Governors, and entire staff to the Manufacturer and Business Association's Legislative Luncheon with very special guest, Governor Tom Corbett. First off, I would like to introduce the members of our board who are in attendance. We have quite a few of them, so I'd ask you to please hold your applause until I recognize all of their names. And if you all would just give a wave whenever I call your name. Association Board Chairman, Tim Hunter, President of McInnes Roll Rings. Association Board Vice Chairman, Bill Hilbert Jr., President, Red Dog Industries. Association Board Treasurer, Don Hester, President and CEO of Major Products. Association Board Secretary and immediate past Chairman, John Klein, President, Sunburst Electronics. Non-manufacturing representative, Sue Sutto, President, Sue Sutto Realtors. Andy Foyle, President, H&H Machine Products. Phil Caton, President and General Manager of Plasticos. And Mike Weber, President, Smith Provision Company. Please join me in thanking them. Thank you so much for being here. And I'd also like to recognize one of our former chairman of our board who is with us this afternoon, Mr. John B. Pellegrino Sr. from Redirect. John, thank you so much for being here. Well, as you all know, the governor is scheduled to be here at 1, and he is running right on schedule, so I thought we'd take care of all of this stuff, get that out of the way, so that as soon as he does arrive, we can get him right up and he can begin. With the gubernatorial election coming up, our Government Affairs Department felt it was very important to give the business community the opportunity to hear directly from both candidates and to be able to ask questions. This is a very important election year. Decisions made at the state level have a far greater impact on about the general election. You should visit our website, our government, as you can.
All talk about it, and there are some Democrat governors that will talk about it per capita in the country. Anybody want to guess what number one is? Not New York, not California. It's a show me state, Missouri. Okay? And why do we have that? Because you have a program that was a basic program that you with us. We encourage the individuals who are in this program to go get health care. And how do we encourage that? If they will go to the doctor one time a year, we'll reduce their premium per month by 50%. Sounds pretty fair to me. So if you're $5, it's $250. If you're $25, it's, last time I checked my math, $12.50 per month, okay, to go get health care. We are encouraging the people in that category. Also, we'd like to see them go and get jobs if they don't have jobs. Now, I know the president says this is a category that's called the working poor. But if they're not working, we want to help them go get jobs. Because I know here in Pennsylvania, we have a lot of jobs. How many of you right now in the business sector have of the 21st century rather than continue to train at the 20th century level? I know where one of the greatest areas for work in the future is going to be. And we don't necessarily encourage our young people that are in grade school and high school to go that way at the moment. We've got to change that. And that's in the trades, the carpenters, the plumbers, the electricians. Right now, 25% of that group are 55 and older. They're going to be retiring. So we need to be talking to those students and saying, you know, you can go. And I was with the operating engineers yesterday, and they said there are jobs there that if you're willing to work overtime, you can make $200,000 a year. And they will train you at that union down in Westmoreland County. Those are significant paying jobs. So we had the Post-Secondary Education Commission that I formed working on trying to determine what we need for post-secondary education, not just higher ed, but post-secondary education. So we get those tradespeople. We get the technicians. You know, we have technicians working in factories now. Manufacturing isn't necessarily heavy and dirty today. In many instances, it's you know, clean rooms. And I've asked some of the manufacturers I've toured, they said, What's your requirement for your employees for education? 2-year technical degree, not necessarily a 4-year degree. What's the average salary? $60,000, $65,000, $70,000. So we're looking at a whole change in the workforce in the state, in this country, here in the next 10, 15, and 20 years, and it's already started. I know it started, Ralph, you and I have talked about it, it's already started up here in the Erie area. Back into Harrisburg, so with the Medicaid, so one of our shortfalls back when we were talking about being short over $1 billion between the FMAP, between that, a couple other federal programs, and the tobacco litigation and not being successful from the Attorney General's office in a settlement, we're down almost $1 billion right there. Revenue itself was down. But revenue, I believe, is going to start coming back up. When you see all the individuals who are now getting jobs, we see that as personal income tax coming in and growing. We have, I think, some good news from the business side. Insight magazine, and you're very familiar with that one. Insight recognized us again for 2013 as the #1 state in the Northeast and #4 in the Union for the expansion. But we have a pension system, a defined benefit system, and maybe I should ask, how many of you still today have a defined benefit system in your businesses? Did you ever have one? Okay, how many of you had one before and then changed to a 401k? Okay? We just had an interesting meeting over in Harbor Creek Township where at the end of, as I was about to give my presentation after people spoke, a teacher got up and was talking about how 401ks are terrible and that defined benefit is the only way to go. Well, for the future, we have to change. And because we continue to have to spend more and more money for the economy that went south with Wall Street back in the middle of the last decade, for the mistakes that were made in the past and changing the formula and changing the vesting and everything. And our approach has been not where I would like it. I was taking a rather strong approach that we need to change the entire system right now. There is no will in the legislature, unless you all can help me talk to your legislators, Republican and Democrat, to say we need to change the entire system. So where there is will is, well, we need to change the system for new employees. We need to quit digging our hole, at least. And we're close in the legislature on one bill, but it's not a silver bullet. This is a problem that's going to be with us for a while. But it's a start. And I think we come back next year, and say, okay, how can we improve upon this one? This first one is, well, there was one bill to put everybody into a 401k, all new employees, teachers and state employees. There's not nearly enough votes on the Republican side. There are no votes, none, zero, on the Democrat side. No, we can't. We have to have a defined benefit, only a defined benefit. I wonder how many businesses who members are Democrats have a defined benefit today. Most of them have a 401k, I think. The bill that is out there right now is, well, new employees will go into a new pension. It doesn't completely stop us from digging the hole. It just makes the shovel a little bit smaller that's digging the hole. But it's an issue that we have to face. And I find it, people keep saying, the media keeps, teachers union, when this bill got stuck for a while, it's still stuck, and I'm trying to get it jump-started, issued a email to all their members taking great glee that they stopped the pension bill, which is affecting the people of Pennsylvania. So we are continuing to try and get this bill done with no Democrats and all Republicans. It's not a